What if the monster in the Smile film isn't evil at all? What if actually it's trying to save its victims, just in the most horrifying way possible? Don't believe me? Probably for the best, but at least entertain me.
Find an explanation for what happened.
Dr. Rose Cotter, a dedicated psychiatrist, witnesses the horrifying suicide of a patient who claims to be tormented by an evil force that manifests through eerie,
unnatural smiles.
The average viewer while watching Smile might think, okay, Daly, we're working with a demon who spreads true trauma, only to kill in like these really brutal, disturbing ways. But what if we're looking at it wrong? What if this entity, rather than killing for the sake of killing, is in some messed up way forcing people to see the importance of confronting their past and healing? Now, I know this sounds crazy, and all we're doing is engaging in healthy film theory, but try and keep an open mind.
This is a safe place.
Not for me.
Why do you say that?
Who are those the entity, and I'm using quotation marks when I say this, who are those the entity takes over? People that already have deep unresolved trauma. It doesn't pick randomly. Now, you could make the argument, but it's given to those people at random by somebody else. I don't know. How do we know that's not a part of a bigger picture? It's been seen to be given to those who are already suffering. That's how I saw it at the very least. And if it was the case that it's just some random demon, why wouldn't it hunt just anybody? It seemed to target those already classed as a little bit broken. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the term exposure therapy. When you're placed in a safe environment and you're then exposed to things you fear or you try and avoid. Can that in any way be applied to the Smile film? I know people committed suicide, so arguably it's not that safe of an environment. But not to sound like a clinician, but how I see it, they did it themselves. And yes, I wrote this purposely to sound as ignorant as possible as like part of the bit for the video. Through the eyes of Rose in the first film, we're able to see that her journey through those last few days of her life was focused on reliving her painful memories. Her mother, it was a way for the character to unravel everything she had hidden away so deeply. This is assumed to be just like everybody else who experienced this so-called entity. What does that say if this thing doesn't just want to kill people? It just wants them to experience their worst memories over and over again. You know, now that I say that out loud, it doesn't sound like a good entity. Let's say this. And no, I don't agree with it. We know there is only one way out. It's to kill.
I brought something to give you. But you have to watch what I'm doing. You watching?
And what is that actually doing? Essentially taking all your trauma and rather than suppressing it and having it build up and swallow you, you let it out. You murder, for lack of better words. This so-called demon has a way out for you. It's to process your trauma and let it out. Like Joel did. Well, like Joel thought he did. It's really messed up, but the whole thing is messed up, is it not? The curse only consumes those who refuse to face their problems, the survivors. They're the ones who didn't suppress this. I would argue the smiles are just expressions like masks, and it's a beautiful irony because all the entity does is destroy that illusion of happiness, and it makes you try and see things for what it is. It shows us all that everybody is hiding something, and that seems to be the leading cause of their issues. The entity just makes you drop the act and focus on what's really there. Every death was self-inflicted, driven through insanity. The bigger picture basically painted itself. It's not about murder, but it's more so about the psychological destruction. And if it was about murder, then why wouldn't this demon just do it itself? Because it could kill anybody in front of somebody else. Could it not? To take this theory and turn it on its head would be to raise an argument that this demon didn't actually exist at all. It was only a manifestation of trauma, or maybe a shared hallucination, or a metaphor for PTSD. And now I'm sounding like a psychiatrist. Let's look at lovely Rose Cotter.
Rose. Whoa.
We see her breaking down. She isn't right.
While we're on the subject of wasted earning potentials, we could always sell the fucking house.
Can we not right now, please?
I don't understand you. It's literally just sitting there.
We grew up in that house.
Rose, it's a total teardown. Why not just get the money for the land?
Can you guys just shut the fuck up?
Was there really a demon? Was the monster, I don't want to say it, already inside her? What if Smile isn't a monster movie at all? Maybe just a film about what happens when we refuse to face our pain. Look, I know this theory is out there, but theories make films more meaningful sometimes, and it sparks a great conversation or debate that otherwise we wouldn't have. It also brings up a film that we've already seen, and we find a new way of looking at it, and that's the beauty of film. What do you make of Smile? Do you have any theories of your own? If so, let me know below. I would love to hear it. Consider subscribing because we can get into this type of debate again sometime. Maybe for a different film. It's all in your head. Just get over it, pal.